In 2025, cruise lines quietly expanded their ban lists in ways that are catching even experienced cruisers off guard. Things people packed for years, things sold in cruise terminals, things that used to be totally fine. And if you miss these changes, the consequences aren't small. It's how small. Confiscated items you never get back, delays at embarkation, fines added to your account, in some cases, denied boarding before the trip even starts. If you stay with me through this checklist, you'll board faster, keep your belongings, avoid surprise charges, and move through your cruise like someone who actually understands how ships work now. This is SHIPVERSE, and these are the 11 new things that are banned on cruise ships in 2025. Organized in the exact order you encounter them, from packing to boarding to life on board. Do not skip ahead. Each phase protects the next. Phase 1, Packing Reality. Check. This phase is about what never makes it past security anymore, even if it used to. Yay. Step 1. Remove all personal electrical heating devices. Action. Before you pack, remove clothes steamers, electric kettles, immersion heaters, heated mugs, and portable hot plates. Why it matters. Cruise ships updated their fire risk policies after multiple cabin-related incidents tied to personal heating elements. Even low-wattage devices are now flagged. What goes wrong if you skip this? Security will confiscate the item at embarkation. You won't get it back at the end of the cruise. If it's discovered later in your cabin, you can face a warning or fine. Pro tip, even a travel-sized steamers sold online are banned. If it heats water or fabric using an internal element, assume it's prohibited. Ships provide irons and steamers through housekeeping if you ask. Step 2. Remove multi-plug adapters and extension cords. Action. Pack only cruise-approved power adapters with no surge protection and no multiple outlets. Why it matters. Ships' electrical systems are sensitive. Multi-plug devices increase load and have been linked to overheating incidents. What goes wrong if you skip this? Your bag gets pulled for manual inspection. Worst case, boarding slows to a crawl while security removes the item. Insider detail. Even if you brought the same adapter on previous cruises, newer scanners flag internal circuitry differently now. Approved single-port USB chargers are the safest option. Phase 2, Liquids, Food, and Harmless Consumables. This is where most experienced cruisers get caught, because the rules changed quietly. Step 3, Alcohol beyond allowance, including duty-free timing violations. Action. Follow the exact alcohol limits for your cruise line and port, and don't open duty-free bottles early. Why it matters. In 2025, enforcement tightened. Ships are tracking bottle serial numbers and cabin scans more aggressively. What goes wrong if you skip this? Confiscation plus a corkage fee added to your onboard account, even if you didn't open the bottle. Little known fact. Some lines now delay returning confiscated alcohol until the final morning, not the night before disembarkation, which means no last night drink. Step 4. Homemade food and unpackaged snacks. Action. Only bring factory-sealed snacks and avoid homemade food entirely. Why it matters. Biosecurity rules at ports have tightened due to invasive species and contamination concerns. What goes wrong if you skip this? Items are discarded at the terminal. In some regions, fines can apply if undeclared food is found during customs inspections. Pro tip, even sealed food can be banned on certain itineraries. Always check port-specific restrictions, not just the cruise line's website. Phase 3, Health, Safety, and Behavior-based bans. These aren't items. They're actions that now trigger penalties. Step 5, Portable Wi-Fi routers and signal boosters. Action. Do not bring personal routers, repeaters, or signal-enhancing devices. Why it matters. These interfere with shipboard communication systems and emergency networks. What goes wrong if you skip this? Confiscation and possible suspension of your onboard internet package. Insider detail. Cruise teams actively scan for unauthorized networks. If your cabin suddenly loses Wi-Fi, this is often why. Step 6. Unregistered medical devices and oxygen alternatives. Action. Declare all medical equipment in advance, including CPAP machines and portable oxygen concentrators. Why it matters. Ships need to verify power draw, battery safety, and emergency compatibility. What goes wrong if you skip this? Denied boarding or forced removal of the device at embarkation. Pro tip, bring documentation and label your equipment clearly. Medical exceptions are allowed. Undeclared devices are not. Phase 4. Cabin behavior changes. Most people miss these bans only apply once you're on board, and that's why they hurt. Step 7. Hanging items on cabin walls and doors action. Do not hang decorations, organizers, or hooks using adhesives or magnets unless explicitly approved. Why it matters. Modern cabin walls contain sensors, wiring, and fire-resistant coatings that can be damaged. What goes wrong if you skip this? Damage fees charged to your onboard account, even if it appealed off cleanly. Little known fact. Some ships allow only ship-provided magnetic organizers. Personal magnets are now restricted on newer builds. Step 8. Balcony misuse, including drying clothes action. Never hang clothes, towels, or items over balcony railings or furniture. Why it matters. Falling objects are a major safety risk, and wind patterns make even light items dangerous. What goes wrong if you skip this? Immediate warning followed by fines or balcony access revoked for repeat offenses. Insider detail, crew patrol balconies daily. This is one of the fastest ways to get flagged. Step 5. Electronics and recording restrictions. This phase trips up content creators and casual travelers alike. Step 9. Drones. Even Atoya models action. Leave drones at home unless the cruise line explicitly allows storage and port-only use. Why it matters. Airspace restrictions near ports and ships are strict, and liability risks are high. What goes wrong if you skip this? Confiscation for the entire voyage, sometimes permanently. Pro tip. Even if local laws allow drones, ship policy overrides them. Crew cannot make exceptions. Step 10. Unauthorized filming in restricted areas action. Avoid filming crew-only zones, security checkpoints, or operational areas. Why it matters. Privacy and safety regulations tightened after multiple onboard incidents. What goes wrong if you skip this? Content deletion, device inspection, or disciplinary action. Insider detail. Staff are trained to spot filming patterns, not just cameras. Phones count. Phase 6. Environmental and port-specific bans. These rules follow you off the ship and back on. Step 11. Natural souvenirs, shells, sand, plants action. Do not collect or bring back natural items from ports. Why it matters. Environmental protection laws are now strictly enforced, and ships are liable for violations. What goes wrong if you skip this? Items confiscated at reboarding, possible fines, and delayed return to the ship. Pro tip, buy certified souvenirs instead. Vendors near ports often sell approved alternatives that look identical. Phase 7. Final traps to avoid before sailing. This is where people lose money without realizing why. One common mistake is assuming it was fine last time. Policies change yearly, and 2025 brought enforcement upgrades, not just rule updates. Another trap is listening to other passengers instead of official guidance. Well-meaning advice in Facebook groups is often outdated. And finally, never assume confiscated means returned. Many items are destroyed or discarded under maritime regulations.